Well, here's a topic that's probably well overdue for me to do a video on, and that's having dark, weird thoughts on benzo. I mean, again, I can't tell you how many clients reach out to me and they're reluctant to admit that they have some really dark thoughts, and people have reached out to me just for that. You're like, look, I think maybe I'm going crazy or something, but sometimes I look at my dog and I just want to kick him. I love my dog. I would never kick my dog, right? I'm holding my little baby and I just think, what if I dropped him? Yeah, I would never do that. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I'm looking at my kids. I'm standing, waiting for a train. I look at someone, I think, what if I just pushed them, Or I'm holding a knife and suddenly I think, what if I just stabbed myself with this knife? I don't even want a gun in my house because just holding a gun, I think, what if I just shot myself? Well, I can't stop myself. I mean, you have these strong compulsions, these compulsive thoughts of self-harm or harm upon others. And immediately, if you're any kind of good person, you feel terrible about it, and you don't want to admit it to nobody because, I mean, if you're thinking of dropping the baby, I mean, that's a hard thing to tell your wife or husband, right? You think they're going to look at me like I'm a psychotic, dangerous person. But in your heart, you're like, I would never harm my child or my dog or whoever, or myself. I don't want to stab myself. But why is it, if I'm holding a knife, why do I have this fear that what if I just did it? What is that? And I'm finding that a lot of this stuff is what I've come to call benzo-induced OCD. Some of us already had OCD. Maybe it was a mild form of OCD that we really didn't even acknowledge it too much growing up, or going on through our lives. I guess I had a little bit of OCD. Benzos takes whatever you had prior and it enhances it 1,000-fold. If you're a little insecure, you're going to be wildly insecure. You're a little depressed, majorly depressed. You had a little panic disorder before benzos, major panic disorder. If you had a little OCD, major OCD now. So look at it as being an obsessive compulsive feature of benzo. It's a result of rumination. And really what essentially is happening as baseline is what you are afraid of becomes magnetic. It pulls towards you. So it's like, I don't want to stab myself. What if you stab yourself? But I don't want to. Well, what if you did? And it becomes more and more. And then the thoughts start to become beliefs. And as I've talked about in other videos, your thoughts become beliefs. And beliefs are much more dangerous to you. Now you believe there's something wrong with you. Now you believe that you might stab yourself or harm your child or something, of that nature. Of course, chances are you've never harmed anybody. So that's evidence one to show you're probably not crazy, you're probably not violent, you're just having these weird, twisted thoughts on benzo because that's what it does. That is the nature of being hyper-stressed, basically healing a brain injury from a chemical problem, going through, stress, PTSD, depression, anxiety, panic. I mean, this is what it looks like. This is the stuff. This is the creepy, dark, demonic stuff that comes out of being in that state of mental health, that lack of mental health rather, for so long. Again, it's a byproduct of depression and acute prolonged stress and benzo withdrawal. So see it. First step is to see it for what it is. That way you can let go of that belief or that idea that something wrong with me, man. If I'm looking at kicking the dog or dropping the baby or jumping out of a window, or what if I was walked in front of a car? I mean, no, there's not something wrong with you, personally on a spiritual human level, no. But you're going through something profound, and this is the nature of the beast. What you fear becomes magnetic. What you repress jumps out at you. So what do we do about these dark thoughts? The first thing we could do is what I'm doing right now, is to let you know that A, you're not alone. B, you're probably not a crazy person. You're probably not Jeffrey Dahmer or some psycho serial killer like you might be worried that you are. Oh my God, what's wrong with me having these thoughts? And B or C, it's very common. I mean, a lot of my clients and people I talk to on benzo, going through benzo withdrawal, they share the same thought. So believe me, if you only knew how not alone you are, that right there would be very comforting for you. And outside of that, I think you have to make peace with it. You have to go, okay, that's just benzo withdrawal. I'm just gonna ignore that thought. And it's tough because and some of these thoughts might be perverted. I mean, just weird stuff, like sexual stuff, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's not a reflection of you. It's whatever is the creepiest thing for you, whatever is the thing that makes you the most afraid. that's what your brain in a benzo OCD induced state is going to latch on to, whatever that is, you know? So just know that. And once you know it, it's almost like there's someone in your mind renting a room who's just a jerk, you know, just a jerk roommate or something, and just telling you, and you just go, shut up, not listening to you, not giving you power, know what this is. It's just like when you're angry and you're a fit of rage, and you could say and do things that you would never say and do. And then when you come out of that rage, that anger, you realize, oh my God, you could see it. It was intoxicating. You were trapped in this magnetism of it. I mean, this is the same stuff, you know? So don't give it energy, let it pass, and you'll see it will eventually dissipate. And as you keep getting better from benzo, you know, keep recovering, this kind of thing will be less and less prevalent. So no, you're not going crazy. Chances are you're not Jeffrey Dahmer, some psycho serial killer. You're not going to kick the dog, drop the baby, jump out a window, or stab or shoot yourself, or jump out in front of traffic. You're probably not going to do any of those things. You're not alone, and just you have to work on not giving them power. You really have to work on coming to terms with that darkness and going, okay, I have those thoughts. It's unsettling, you know, but I know what it is, and I know it's all a bunch of crap.